My name is 𝗢𝗳𝗳𝗲𝗏, and I'm an investment advisor specializing in exchanging real estate in a manner where the seller of the real estate does not pay any taxes on the gain that they may have. And my main focus is on finding sellers of real estate that kind of qualifies online, and then contacting them by mail. So I only have the mailing address, a name and mailing address. I don't have any other information. So my question is a two-part question. In that first initial mailing, am I trying to establish trust or credibility? And the second part of that question is, how do you establish that in a mail piece?
Okay, so the real question is, what action do you want them to take from your campaign, right? And I think my hunch is probably a one-on-one meeting with you, right?
At least, call me for more information, at least to establish the contact, and then we would try to get a meeting.
You want them to pick up the phone, never met you before, and call you and say, let's have a meeting for you to tell me more about this.
Correct.
That's what you're shooting for, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's what I call a high threshold offer in terms of trust. They don't know you. They haven't met you before, and you want them to pick up the phone and just call you, and you were hoping, they're assuming you're not going to sell them anything. That's what we're kind of hoping to get over, because that's what holds people back from making those phone calls. What I'm suggesting to you is, I would suggest a lower threshold offer to get them into a funnel first, to move them from step 1 to step 2 to step 3, so they can build trust with you in that process. Your process shows them they can trust you, as opposed to just a trigger off an initial mailing to call you. So the concept is here, what can you do to offer them a low threshold offer that's easy for them to say yes from your mailing, that does not make them afraid that you might try to sell them something? That's kind of the first thing to think about. What can that offer be? And typically it's some kind of trust asset, maybe a book or a booklet or even a video book, something that shows that you understand their problem, but not educating them on the solution. So I know you have an idea of obviously what their challenges are. They're about to sell their property and all the things they have to think about. So your piece that you use as the information piece will be all the issues and blind spots they need to be aware of in this stage of the process, but not your solution. That could be a low threshold offer they could request to order, to learn more about, to help them get clarity on their thinking. Could be a phone call, could be a QR code they could scan on their phone to go order it online. It could be a website. It could be even one of those built-in self-address forms where they fill in their address and name and number and drop in the mail pre-stamped to order. That's a low threshold offer, easy to get somebody to opt into your process. Then from there, you build a multi-step process from there where they can see by.
And you still think I should attempt to build trust rather than credibility?
Well, credibility is typically assumed. Credibility is a commodity. Other people are financial advisors. Everyone knows you have a credential. You're registered with the SEC. You got some competence. So they're not going to challenge your competence. It's the trusted authority piece has to be proven through your process.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.